Hey guys, welcome to Sippin' and Spillin'. Sid here from 3 Mississippi. We're gonna go give Beulah some of her oats. I was actually out here filming a video about the chickens that's coming out today on 3 Mississippi. I know I had told you guys there was another video coming out tomorrow about partially about Mike's surprise, and I had some other stuff in there too, but one of the things did not end up happening, so I kind of had to hold off. But anyway, I was out here messing around with the birds, and it's already starting to get like dark. So it's only like 3 something, and as you can see, Miss Beulah's over there ready for her food. So and Frankie's got an FFA meeting again today, so she's gonna be home late, and I do not want to keep the diva waiting. If any of you have experience with mares, you know that they get a little hangry. So I'm gonna set this up over here while I get her fed. There we go. Say hi, Beulah. You were yelling at me. I know. Are you hungry? Yeah. I know. You're not really hungry. You have plenty to eat, but you like to gargle. Gargling. She's a good girl. Yes. She got a good brushing today. And thought I saw a dead goldfish in the thing, but it's not. She got a good brushing today and lots of loves this morning, right? And we did a little bit of work. Not so much to make her cranky, because I could tell she was in a mood this morning. And everybody that I know that I've talked to that has mares has said like, oh yeah, that's the mood swing, you know. So I guess that's fairly normal. I mean, they can also be very sweet and very loyal, but I think she's a little more on the like strong, independent, crotchety old woman side of the mare attitude. But I tell you this, she does love her whole oats very, very much. She gets very excited about them, which is good, because you know, we have our little routine, and on the days Frankie's here, well, not here, she's always here, but on the evenings when she's got something going on and I'm here and she's not, I take care of Beulah, and then I generally take care of her in the morning as well, just so that she can get to school on time. And we have our routine, so it's working. It's working, but it's cold one today, guys. I had the hose was frozen over, the all the waters were frozen. I had to break some ice this morning. It looked like it had snowed because it was so frosted over. And we're supposed to get some weather this weekend, so that always makes me nervous as a newer Mississippian. Whenever I hear the locals talking about like, oh yeah, it's supposed to be, and I'm like, okay, I pay attention to that, because I can tell when they take it seriously, I know that's time for me to take it seriously. So I try to, win in Rome. So we'll see what happens on I believe it's Saturday is when it's supposed to really, hit, but we'll see. I mean, some rain would be nice. I'm not going to be mad if there's a little bit of a storm, but you don't want the really, really bad kind at all. You don't want that. So we'll see. Hopefully it's gonna be okay. Because you don't want anybody to have to go through that, right? But I know I'm not talking to you right now. I know. I'm so sorry. Are we still in a mood? We don't quite have devil eye right now, but she's on the verge, I can tell. I try to love her through her mood swings so that she knows that like I'm a safe space. Like she's very much a, a younger millennial, I guess, in that sense, where she needs her safe space. Um, but she's a very sweet girl. I always have the sudden panic that my microphone has turned off, and it's on, so we're good. Okay. I sometimes forget when I stop filming one thing and move on to another. Sometimes I'll turn it off if I think it's going to be a while, and sometimes I won't. Hi, are you feeling nippy? I see your ear go back. I know, sometimes. We're trying to break her. She's got this thing where she really wants to be facing you all the time. So we've been working on, like in the mornings, and if I wasn't filming this right now, I'd be in there with her, walking around her, walking behind her, What's that on your butt? Something. Um, and feeling down her leg and just basically just touching her all over to just keep her used to that. And it seems to be working. What'd you hear? I heard it too. I don't know what that was, honey. I don't know what that was, mama. But I had to laugh though because I was out filming by the chickens and I hear like a ruckus out in the other pasture, like tumbling around, and I thought, oh man, something big is back there, and I thought maybe it was one of the neighbor's horses. I look, and it's No Way and Bunko just playing in the field together. They are so cute together. It's really hard for me to really get good video of them together because she's a weird skittish. Like, she won't let anybody else go near her. But if I sit down on the couch on the porch, she will come sit in my lap and let me love on her. If I come to like pick her up or something on the porch, she's not wild about that. She doesn't really want to be petted if I'm like, crouched down trying to pet her. She'll come up to me and like rub herself on me and sometimes want pets, but usually she wants to wait till I'm sitting on the couch, and then she'll get in my lap and lay down and go to sleep or want loves or all of that. So she's kind of funny like that. And she saw me and she heard me and she was confused because I have not seen her on the property other than the front porch and a little bit in the front yard. Because she, after morning coffee, like before I'm done and get up and leave, she takes off and I don't see her again till evening. And then she's on the porch, all night and waits for me in the morning to get her loves and all of that. So she's definitely a little more wild than Bunko is. Bunko definitely has an adventurous side, but he checks in throughout the day. And if I come out here and call him, if he's within earshot, which he usually is, he'll come running. It may take him a minute, but he'll come running. So she's definitely more adventurous, and she's not quite the like, she'll come if I call her over by name, if I'm out, like if I'm close to her. But if she's out a ways and she sees me and I call her, she won't always come. This just depends. But she's definitely a little more skittish, but not bad. Like I said, she will let me love on her, let me pick her up, but Frankie hasn't been able to go near her. She runs off when Frankie comes out the door. So it's just not her thing. Just not her thing. But they're getting along well. They curl up and cuddle together. They groom each other. They play like absolutely crazy together. And I always laugh because I can tell in the mornings if they've played either that morning or late last night, because all the cushions will be all over the place on the porch because they're just, when they just go crazy. And there's also another cat that's not my cat, that's a feral cat. It's a pretty little like gray cat, and I've seen it over, I don't know, probably over the last 6 to 8 months, quite frequently. And we always laugh because we can hear, like, if one of us walks out on the porch, like suddenly in the evening, a lot of times we'll see it darting away. And Bunko will just be like sitting there, like, oh, you made my friend leave. Like, um, he's been hanging out with the three of them now. He or she, I don't know. I can't never be able to get close enough to tell you the answer to that. But it's a cute little cat, and I've seen it a lot more frequently now that No Way has joined the family. Because she's very much kind of bridging the gap between friendly and feral, and so I think that cat, is kind of curious. Like, he's let me get kind of close to him, like within a few feet, but then he'll bolt. So, and I know that cat knows I'm the one that's putting the food out because I know he's been sharing in the spoils there. So, which is fine. I don't care. If he helps keep some of the mice away and some of those kinds of things, I'm cool with it. Just do your fair share. That's all I ask, little gray cat. That's all I ask. But yeah, Freebird totally gone. So I think something did get her. But that's all right. These things happen. It was a bad storm that night, and sometimes sometimes things like that happen. I'm still on puppy watch, guys. My girlfriend's dog is so close to having those puppies. Her milk's come in. She's getting anxious and pacing and then laying down, and her appetite is kind of shifted, and so she's getting close. Every day we think this is the day, but it's killing me because I want to go over and love on some newborn puppies, but can't do it yet. And I want to pick her out. Like I want to see, you know, I mean, I'm not going to do it right out of the chute. It's a little hard to do it right out of the chute. Got to wait till they're a little bit, you know, but and Jen's going to help me with that too, because she'll have a better sense and she's around them more, like what the personality is and all of that. So she's going to help me pick out a good pup, and it will be a girl. So I think that'll be good. And Kusi's been doing amazing. He's a good boy. I do have to remind him every once in a while that like when the goats will start to try to play with him, and he tries to play back, then sometimes they get nervous, and because he's a predator and they're prey, right? You know, so sometimes they'll get a little bit nervous and start to run, and then he thinks that's a game, and he doesn't understand that, like, no, that's not what's supposed to happen. She's just pushing her feed bucket, like trying to lick the last little bit of oats out of there. But he doesn't quite understand. So he's been getting better about, you know, if I see it happen, it's happening less frequently. And it's usually just in the mornings when he's like amped up and wants to play. And I tell him, leave it. And we have a little talk. And he's been getting much better. So, hi, Mama. How are you doing? Did you move your bucket all the way over there? Hi. Hi, sweet baby. We're doing. I feel like you're in a little bit of a mood because normally you'd be over here letting me just totally love on you. And your little ears are not, yeah, you're angry. All right, I'm going to let you do your thing because you're in one of your moods. See what I mean? She's just in a mood. Temperamental woman, but she is sweet. But she has her moments, huh? Yeah, I have my moments, huh? Yeah. So I've kind of learned to read her a little bit, like her specifically. You know, animals in general, horses in general is one thing, but then, you know, you kind of get to know your animal. And so I've kind of learned, like, if she takes a step back and cocks one ear, it means like, I'm not feeling your vibe right now. And so I just give her space. Yes, right. We'll let it all go. So anyway, guys, keep a good thought for northern Mississippi and whatever other areas this storm is heading to, because it's supposed to have some potential nadir juice in it, and we don't like that. So let's hope that everybody, hope and pray that everybody stays safe through this weekend. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful, enjoyable weekend. Mike and Frankie actually are going to be performing on Sunday night at the church. They're doing not just them, a bunch of people, but they will be singing as well. They're doing a Christmas church music concert. And so I'm looking forward to that on Sunday night. That'll be fun. And they'll be singing. So I'm excited. Anyway, guys, I hope you have a blessed rest of your day and weekend. And as always, safety's off.